Hello, hello. It's time again for Talking Rasslin. I'm Super Dave Miller. Joined with me, as always, is the First Lady of the Arn Anderson Fan Club, Miss Amy Vaughn.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. Coming off of a wild birthday. How'd your birthday go, Amy?
It went fabulous. Did you? I sent you the video of.
I should have burned it to put it on the pod, and
Oh yeah, you should have.
I screwed the pooch on that one.
That's okay. That's okay. It's on my social, I think. But I had a great week. The whole week was fabulous. And in case some of you all are not familiar, there is a Saturday Night Live skit, and it is done by Molly Shannon, and the character is named Sally O'Malley. And she does a lot of different things, but her biggest thing is she is okay to tell everybody her age, and she is 50, and she can kick, and she can stretch, and she can kick. And anyway, she tried out for the Rockettes, and this was one of the episodes. Well, anyway.
Yeah, I had to tell Stephanie. I told Stephanie she was going to have to Google it because Stephanie had no point of reference on that.
Oh, Lordy. Well, within the last month or so, Mary, who you've met, and my other sister, Callie, have become a little obsessed with Sally O'Malley. And I was turning 50, and they would send me the clips and reels and stuff. Anyway, so we're going to go out. It's the day after my birthday. And me and my two sisters and my mom were going to go out to dinner, and we were going to go to this place. It's called the Pour, P-O-U-R room. And it's where you make candles and scents and things like that. Like you go around and you smell all these different candles, and then you write down the ones you like, and then you go sit down, and then they let you smell stuff again, and you can mix and do all kinds of fun stuff. So we were going to do that. And so I come over to my mom's at the appointed time, and everybody's dressed up like Sally O'Malley, and like the outfits, the hair. Olivia showed up. She drove up from Nashville to go do this with us. And we went to the Pour room, and we went to a bar, Johnson Street Bar, I think, in Paducah, dressed as Sally O'Malley's. And people took our pictures. It's the reel's kind of, I don't want to say it's gone viral, but like it's had almost like 250,000 views.
Wow.
So I mean, so like it's just us being super silly. And
it's on your Facebook, isn't it?
It is on my Facebook.
Yeah, if y'all are following Amy on Facebook, you can go check it out.
Yes,
I tried to right-click save it. It wouldn't let me, so.
Oh, Lord. And it was great. So, again, I had all of that. And, yeah, it was a fabulous week. Great way to kick off.
Sounds like Build-A-Bear for candles.
Yes, really a lot like that. And they had great margaritas and great drinks that they make. And you just go in there and you just make whatever. They have all these different. So like every quarter, they kind of do like a different theme. And like right now it was Disney. So they had like Disney, like candle holders, and like all of the different fragrances were a Disney, Thumbelina or just different names. And it was really fun. Like I said, amazing. Can't wait to go back. My candle smells amazing that I made. And oh yeah, Willie's already geared up for our Battle of the Belts. He's talking about that.
Oh, it was tremendous. I'm excited about it myself. But yes. I'm glad you had a great birthday. It sounds, I mean, and your family, that's cool. Everybody showed up for you, and y'all got to go do something fun like that.
Yes, when I saw Callie in the outfit, and then I saw Mom and then Mary, and I was like, oh my God, they've got one for me. Like I knew they were going to make me dress up, and they did. And I had a sash and everything. So like I said, we had a great time. Fabulous time. It's worth it when you have family like that, right? I mean, really, we did. We had a good time.
I want to say hi to everybody. Of course, Willie's here, Matt's here, Allison's here, Coach Keith's here. We're glad y'all are all here. I want to show y'all before we get started. I got the coolest collectible.
Oh, what'd you get?
I'm gonna.
I thought it was a flip flop.
The Powers of Pain came out with these, and they're autographed. You know, Barbarian and the Warlord. But the ice cream, it comes out and it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, how cool! Like this is a recent thing.
It looks like the ice cream bars from back in the day.
Yeah.
And
is this recent? Is this recent?
I don't know when they did them. I mean,
okay, that's what I meant. Like, yeah.
I bought it off of K&S WrestleFest.
Oh, cool.
Who I'm not the only Dave Miller that buys from K&S WrestleFest.
Okay.
And the other guy spends a lot of money, and he is referred to as Big Dick Dave.
Oh, okay.
So
who gave him that name? Just curious.
They did, Ken.
Oh, okay.
So because they already had a Big Dick Dave, guess what I got nicknamed?
Oh, are you Whittle?
That's what they said.
Oh gosh.
I told them average but enthusiastic. So now they're calling me average but enthusiastic Dick Dave. As I'm spending copious amounts of money on their events.
Well, sometimes they say that's kind of like, you know.
Well, I mean, the other guy was, I mean, especially back when this happened, I mean, during COVID, he was a baller. I mean, you knew if he was bidding, you weren't going to win.
Right. That's funny. Everybody had spending money because nobody could do anything. So everybody had some good spending money back in the good COVID days.
Yeah.
Oh, guess what?
What?
I don't know if I told you this last week. Did I tell you about Arn is going to be in St. Louis in October?
No, you did not.
Yes. Okay. Arn is going to be at GalaxyCon in St. Louis. I think it's the 24th and 25th of October. And yours truly will be going. They sold any tickets. It's going to be him and Lex Luger is going to be there. And I'm trying to think of, there's another wrestler, like, you know, but he mentioned that on his show that he was going to be in St. Louis.
There'll probably be a handful of wrestlers there.
Yeah.
You know, like in Nashville.
As of now, it's those three, or there's somebody else, but yeah. Well, last time when we went, I went to Franklin, Tennessee, I think, and he was at like a card show, like a baseball card show. That was the big and memorabilia and stuff. Yeah, and it was him, and that's where I met Tony Falk the first time. Was at this event. It was him and Ron Simmons. I think Ron Simmons is going to be there again, and Lex Luger was there. And I'm trying to think, but so yeah. I mean, you know, but anytime he's, you know, at least within 6 hours, because I did drive to Rome, Georgia. I'm gonna show up. So cool.
That sounds like fun.
So yes, that's gonna be fun.
Wrestlers are starting to show up at these card shows. We got one coming up next month. No, September, and JBL and Ron Simmons are going to be there.
Oh, cool.
And I'm going to go because I have the Blackjack's action figures, Blackjack Windham, Blackjack Bradshaw. And Barry Windham's already signed it. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to get John to sign it.
Get him to sign it. Oh, that'll be great.
And I may take my WCW belt and have Ron Simmons sign it and get a picture with it. Actually, I've got a picture of Ron Simmons with the WCW. Actually, the ring used the WCW belt. There was a photo op. There's a photo op several years ago where Ron Simmons and Vader. Ron Simmons and Vader did a photo op together with the actual ring used WCW belt.
Where at? Where was this?
That was in Charlotte at the Gathering.
At the Gathering. Happened. I know Arn was there. I did not get to go. I really wish I would have. They looked like they had fun. Yeah,
Iceman King Parsons was there, and I asked Russ to get me an autograph, and he didn't. But
why didn't he?
Because he's a bitch.
Man, Russ.
He said it was kind of hard to get to him because they had the photo room.
Oh, yeah.
And I even asked Michael from High Spots about if he was going to get some Iceman signed stuff,
Oh,
because
yeah.
I would get it off High Spots. And he said Ice is funny about signing.
Interesting.
But, he was there doing pictures. And I was jealous of everybody getting their pictures taken with Iceman.
I bet. Well, you remember when you did talk to him, he didn't necessarily want to talk too much because he's wanting to put out a book, right? So, I mean, like he's just really protective about
old school. He's protecting. He's protecting his gimmick. And
yeah. Like, I don't want to sign a bunch of stuff because then it's not. I don't want to say it's not worth something, but you know what I mean. Like, the more stuff that's out there, the more easier it is to get. Then
Look at Andrew being. Don't be like that, Andrew. Iceman King Parsons is the first black heavyweight champion of the world.
That's Samantha for you, Andrew.
Let's go ahead and jump right into why we're here today.
Yes.
We're going to talk about the Battle of the Belts. Battle of the Belts was it was ahead of its time. February 14th, 1986. From Orlando, Florida.
Very smart, Willie.
Willie says if Ron Simmons says he's the first one, I'm not going to disagree with him. Yeah. But when Iceman was the world heavyweight champion for world class, there was just as many people watching that as there was WCW in '92. And it was a worldwide product as well. Anyway, I'm getting back to this. February 14th, 1986, Valentine's Day. This was ahead of its time because it was broadcast live.
Mm-hmm.
And it was sent out like on their syndicated, the people that were, well, hold on. We're going to shut down for just a second before we get started. We got a special run in tonight. Our good friend, Efren.
Yay, Efren.
What's going on, Efren?
Hi.
Were you not ready?
We can't hear you.
All right. We're going to put it back out here. We're going to act like we didn't do that.
No, okay.
But anyway, this was ahead of its time because people weren't broadcasting wrestling live.
No.
Not in 1986 on the regular.
Raw didn't even do that or not Raw.
Yeah, and I just happened to. I was going to go out that night, and I just happened to see it come on the television. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready, Efren.
Not that finger, Efren. Just kidding.
But I was going to go out, and I saw Battle of the Belts, and I was like, "What is this?"
What do you mean you're going out? Did you have a date, or you were just going to go out?
No. I mean, I was going through. I mean, me and my wife were separated. I was. I mean, if I'm being honest,
right. You were 20. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this was February, and I think we'd separated, and if I was going out, I mean, pretty good chance me and my buddies were going to titty bar.
Okay, I was just like, you didn't stand a girl up. That's what but
no.
Yeah. Now I understand the time period. So,
but I stayed home and watched wrestling instead.
Much better than a titty bar. I'm just saying.
For me, anyway. I mean,
I'd much rather watch wrestling. So anyway.
But let's talk about the card. This was Battle of the Belts 2. And this is an advertisement. This particular station was Channel 44. I watched it on Channel 33 in Dallas. But live from Orlando, the gold goes on the line. Ric Flair versus Barry Windham for the NWA Championship. The Southern Heavyweight Championship, Jesse Barr defends against Lex Luger. The NWA Junior Heavyweight Championship, Downtown Denny Brown against the White Ninja. Florida Heavyweight Champion Kendall Windham against Prince Ikea. It says the Prince. It was Prince Ikea.
Okay.
The Bahamas Championship, Tyree Pride versus Ron Slinker. The Battle of the Giants, Chief Wahoo McDaniel versus Bruiser Brody. And a special 6-man tag team match, Kevin Sullivan, Bob Roop, and Purple Haze versus the Road Warriors with Precious Paul Ellery and Blackjack Mulligan. That was called the Army of Darkness. And Bob Roop was actually going by Magnus Singh. And the Purple Haze, of course, was Mark Lewin.
Wonder why they didn't put that on here. I mean, why they listed him as Bob Roop.
But that's Tyree Pride, and that was the Bahamas Championship at the time.
I like that they had it on there. How long was this show?
2 hours.
And the match we watched was like 50 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, Tyree Pride defeats Ron Slinker in 3 minutes and 32 seconds.
I mean, because it seemed like, okay. See, I didn't know the whole card when you said that. And you hush, Willie. And so that was surprising me because I know that Ric Flair and Barry Windham match was like 50 minutes long.
Yeah.
And so to think
exactly
that
41-45.
41-45. Well, but to think that it was, all of those matches and it was a 2 hour with the commercials and whatever else they might have had. That's funny.
Kendall Windham defended the Florida Heavyweight Championship against Prince Ikea. Quite a different presentation from when he got to WCW.
Right.
And you didn't realize that he'd been around that long when he got to WCW. Coach Keith says, don't feel bad, PWD. I was actually out that night, and when my buddies had a huge satellite dish, they called and told him it was on. We did watch it, and with our girlfriends at the time.
I remember those big satellite dishes. You want to talk about nostalgia.
Oh, I had one.
Those.
I had one, and during the Monday Night Wars, it was cool because I could watch Nitro and then flip over to USA West and watch Raw.
I love it. I mean, when you saw one of those in someone's yard, like you knew, that's when you thought they were rich. Like, have you seen that? Sometimes you'll see like people ask that question, like when you were younger, like what did people have that you thought that means that they're rich, and they give, a swimming pool or a pool table or, whatever. Just talks about like something you saw in a person's house that you were like, oh, they're rich. That would be the satellite dish. That big satellite dish in the back. Like, oh yeah, they got money.
All right, here's Denny Brown, the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, I like that belt. I like the way it's like a crown.
Yeah. Then he was defended against the White Ninja with Sir Oliver Humperdinck.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know who that is, Amy?
I'm not talking to y'all. I know who Oliver Humperdinck is, yes.
But do you know who the White Ninja was?
Is that the Great Muta?
That's the Great Muta.
Pooh.
In World Class, he was Super Black Ninja.
How original. You're so mean to me. Willie, I thought you were my friend. Man, look at that. Look at old Lex.
Look at Lex. He's challenging for that belt. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, really.
Oh, Denny Brown defeated the Ninja in 13 minutes, 36 seconds.
Really?
Yes. And Kendall defeated Prince Ikea in 8:48. That's Jesse Barr, who will later be known as Jimmy Jack Funk.
What are the two belts? What does he have?
He's the Southern Heavyweight Champion.
Uh-huh.
And he's half of the United States Tag Team Champions with Rick Rude.
Okay.
But after this match, at 20 minutes and 35 seconds, Lex Luger defeats him to win the NWA Southern Heavyweight Championship, which was the #1 belt in the Florida territory. That would make him, that would put him in title contention.
Isn't that funny? It looks little. I mean, like compared to the other belt he has on, like it looks like a smaller.
Well, the Southern belt was the same as the same style as the Florida belt, the same style as the World Class belt, the same style as the Mississippi. It was that, that was that style of belt. And the United States Tag Team belts was the same style as like the Dome Globe and the 10 pounds of silver United States title.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I mean, it was just that's what the. I mean, you saw the Bahamas belt, and that style of belt was used. Those are the Levy style belts that were used. I mean, I've got a Florida tag team belt, same style.
I see. I see.
Over in Atlanta, the Road Warriors National Tag Team Championships were that style. The national title was that style.
Speaking of the Road Warriors, who won that match?
We're getting there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
We had Bruiser Brody and Wahoo. Bruiser Brody and Wahoo went 5 minutes and was a double count out.
Oh, that's good. As it should be.
Yeah. And then Blackjack Mulligan teams with the Road Warriors.
I miss the Road Warriors.
Against the Army of Darkness. Mark Lewin, Bob Roop. There's Woman. Or she was they weren't calling her Woman there, but they were calling it was Dark
Angel. Dark Angel.
Yeah, Dark Angel.
Yeah.
Thank you. It wasn't Dark Journey. And this match went 8 minutes and went to a double count out.
That makes sense too.
And that's that was the undercard for that. And then we will get on to what brought us here, but let's try this again.
Okay. See if he'll talk to us.
The host of the Question Mark, and later tonight we'll be hosting the Dark Side of the Ring reaction show.
Cool.
With Lacey Traylor, the daughter of the Big Boss Man. Let's welcome in Efren. Hey, Efren.
You know, you should have just asked me for a sash, Amy. I have a few of them right here. That way you didn't have to.
And a crown.
Yeah. How's everyone doing?
Fabulous.
We're doing great.
It wasn't Dark Journey.
We watched a 5-star wrestling match today.
Tell me.
We did.
Yeah, it was Ric Flair defending the NWA World Heavyweight Championship against Barry Windham.
You already did?
Well, we watched it earlier. We're just going to review it.
Okay. Not that I will.
Because it's 45 minutes long. The match was.
You don't have to invite me twice.
So what's going on with you, Efren?
Tonight, the daughter of the Big Boss Man, Lacey Traylor, who's featured tonight all over the Big Boss Man's episode of Dark Side of the Ring on Vice TV, joins me live for a live reaction to the entire show. You get to ask her questions about the show, her father, whatever you want. Dark Side of the Ring on Vice TV. The Big Boss Man. What time is that at? 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Immediately following, Lacey Traylor, daughter of the Big Boss Man, and I go live on Ring Classics YouTube page, ringclassics.com, or go to their YouTube page or social media, Ring Classics. We're going to have a good time.
And if you're not a member of Ring Classics, I want you to go to ringclassics.com, the website, not the app. Register on the website and use this code DARKSIDE26, and this will give you 30 days access to Ring Classics, where you can not only participate in the reaction show with Efren and Lacey Traylor after the Dark Side of the Ring.
I'm writing that down.
You can watch Efren's 20 questions with Lacey Traylor, which is highly entertaining.
Dark Side 26 for a free month.
Get a free month at Ringside Classics with Dark Side 26, and we'll be done by then, so you can get on there and ask away. Have a great time.
I got 7 lights on me, Amy. 7. Here, let's do the whole off thing, because that my off gimmick. Did you have a good birthday?
I had an unbelievable birthday.
That's awesome. I
don't know if you saw. I want to send a link to you. Are you familiar with the Saturday Night Live character Sally O'Malley?
No.
I will have to send it to you.
I'm shocked by that.
No.
She is 50, and she's very proud of being 50. It was by Molly Shannon, is who does this character.
Yes.
And
yes.
Yes. And she kicks, and she stretches, and she kicks. Well, my sisters have been playing these videos for me because, I turned 50 we dressed up like Sally O'Malley and went out for my birthday.
That's awesome.
Yes. And so I'll send it to you here in a little bit, but there's a video of us walking around town and all that fun stuff. We had a blast, and I had a great birthday. The whole week was fabulous.
You know, when it comes to kicks, my spirit animal is Liberace in the WrestleMania 1 with the Rockettes, just having a good.
You know, I grew up watching Liberace on the Mike Douglas show and Merv Griffin show, and and he's actually he played guest villain, played 2 parts on the original Batman 66 television series.
Oh, right.
Louis the Lilac.
No, that one. Louis the
Lilac. Charlemagne.
Yeah, Louis the Lilac was Milton Berle. Get your
Charlemagne.
This is a great promo code, guys and ladies. Darkside26ringclassics.com. Support the show. Support Lacey Trailer. The previews have been amazing.
Well, and I got to meet her very briefly at the gathering, I think last year. She had she had the Big Boss Man's outfit, like there was a gentleman wearing it. I mean, it was just really cool. And I'm so glad she's out there doing that kind of stuff. Because, you know, if she wasn't doing it, we wouldn't be able to see it and kind of be, you know, learn more about his history.
Well,
so
as we learn with the Von Erichs, if the kids and the grandkids will share some information, then you get a more accurate picture.
Yeah, definitely. So this will be exciting. I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you tonight. Have a great show. I'm looking forward to. I'm inviting myself a 3rd time to your watch along. So I can't wait. I love Barry and Rick, and gonna have a good time. I'm looking forward to hearing it. And I will see you tonight.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks, Effort.
Right. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Again, that's Darkside26 at ringclassics.com for a free month. And there's lots of great content over there too.
Heck yeah.
All right. Let's talk about Ric Flair and Barry Windham. This is Buddy Colt backstage with Rick. And this is the debut of the big gold belt, because I was like, when Rick opened that up and I saw it, I'm like, because I'm thinking he's going to have the Dome Globe, right?
Right.
And I'm like, what in the world? What a new belt.
Who was this gentleman that was doing the interview? Who did you say that was?
Buddy Colt.
Who was he? Because he talked about being a champion. And I was like, I don't know who you are.
Buddy Colt was a wrestler.
Okay.
I meant to get his credentials.
I'm sorry. I just was thinking about that. Like,
he had bleached blonde hair. He was in a plane crash.
Oh.
He was piloting the plane. It took a nosedive, and
did he die?
No, but it resulted in the death of Bobby Shane.
I feel like I heard that name. Who is that?
Bobby Shane was a wrestler.
Okay.
But I'm
sorry. I've like totally thrown you off. So sorry.
Well, I meant to, when I saw Buddy Colt, I knew you'd ask.
Who is that?
He was trained by Killer Carl Krupp.
Everybody likes to be killer, don't they?
Well, Killer Carl Krupp, he had I don't know if he was actually German, but he had the German gimmick.
Yes.
He was a funny story about him is he was on a show he was on a big show in Fort Worth, Texas, and I saw the results. He was defending the German championship against Iceman King Parsons, and I'd seen in the paper that Iceman won, and I told my dad Iceman was going to win. And my dad said, no, he's not. And I said, you want to bet? And we bet $10, and my dad lost. But I never smartened Dad up that actually was from Monday night, not Saturday. But he made his debut in 1962 in the Nick Golis, Roy Welch, NWA Mid-American Tennessee region.
Okay.
Worked under the name Cowboy Ron Reed.
Okay.
Beside that, he also worked for the St. Louis Wrestling Club, and then went to the West Coast to work for the WWA, where he was renamed Ty Colt. In 1969, he was renamed Buddy Colt, working the Western States, the Amarillo, Texas promotion by the Funk family, where he became the NWA North American Heavyweight Champion.
Okay. I
And
love
in
the roads.
1975, he was the pilot of the plane that crashed in the water near Tampa Bay, resulting in the death of Bobby Shane. Colt and his passengers, Gary Hart and Austin Idol, were seriously injured.
That's okay. That's the reason why, because Gary Hart. Okay, that's
Gary
all.
Hart
How do I
and
know
Austin
this?
Idol.
Yes, but Gary Hart was the reason why. Yes, I know that story. Okay.
And you know, I did not know that Gary Hart was in that plane crash.
Yes. Why did we? I don't know. We were.
And he retired
something.
because of his broken ankles.
I understand that.
And he developed gangrene, and they were fused together, but he continued to fly.
Jeez. Oh, I don't know. I guess you got to do that, right?
Yep.
I love the boutonniere. Like, I just love that whole, just this, I say it's professional, but you know, it's a very elegant, like it's a very it seems upscale. Like he's dressed, he's got a suit and tie on, he's got the boutonniere, debuting the belt. We've got Ric Flair in this huge robe, you know, flowy robe.
Yeah. Before this, Barry
Barry
Windham had headed out to the ring, and he came out to Bang Your Head.
Yes. Oh, yes. The song. It was funny because Ric Flair also came out to a different song than what he normally comes out from. And this was huge because this was for the title. You know, I mean, and Barry Windham is not like a pushover like this. You know, I think people in the crowd too probably were thinking we might actually see a title change. You know, I mean,
Barry Windham was. I mean, he was a serious title contender.
Yes.
And Flair came out to Easy Lover.
Yes. I just thought that was so great. It was like, what is
I love that.
It took me a minute to figure out, like, what is this song? You know, but yeah, he came out. I love how they do that, like, probably different, you know, obviously they weren't really worried about, you know, getting in trouble for stuff like that, but, you know, just different songs and just, you know.
They weren't worried about royalties at that time.
Yeah. But yeah, just whatever song you felt the need to play, I guess. Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't know if that was the one from Charles Robinson's collection. I know Conrad had it at one point because I just saw a picture of me wearing it the other day.
I don't feel like it is. I could be wrong though. I mean, of course, I'd have to go back and look because I don't remember Charles having like all of the fur, you know, all of the fluff in the front. It was green though, but I just, you know, I don't know if it was that one, but it does look kind of like jungly, that's kind of what Charles's was, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. You can think about that.
But there's picture Rick with the belt, and I remember my mind is blown because I could not wait to watch the Superstation because what is going on? What is up with this belt? Because I didn't know if they'd replaced the belt or this was just a Florida thing, you know?
Right. Did he win it? You know, because like you said, sometimes it's sometimes
I knew it wasn't
watching something and then it's, you know, they taped a bunch of stuff, so maybe that's coming or whatever.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
But anyway, that referee, that's Bill Alfonso.
Yes.
So the answer to the trivia question, who's the first referee to hold up the big gold belt, would be Bill Alfonso.
And funny, it's not my trivia question tonight.
No, but I'm just letting you know now because you never know. You might be on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and that might be the question.
That's true. I'm going to ask that question in 9 months and see if y'all know it. See if you remember.
And more importantly, who's the last referee to hold that belt in a wrestling ring?
And that would be you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Which will be 4 years on Friday, the 31st. Can you believe it's already been 4 years?
No, I really can't.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Mm-mm.
Well,
I mean, that was a lot.
I've been milking that for all it's worth for 4 years now.
But we had SummerSlam and the StarCast. And then, it was a action packed in Nashville. You know, it was action packed.
Oh, yeah. I worked Black Label Pro and refereed for Speedball Mike Bailey.
Yeah.
And watched him win a ladder match for a title shot the other night. And I'm looking at him thinking, it doesn't seem like it's been 4 years since I've been in the ring with him.
Right. And there were several people that had come in, like Anthony and his wife, you know, like we had a good group. We were in that, we got the suite at SummerSlam there in Nashville, and a lot of people. It was a good time. That was a really good. That was a fun trip. That was a fun trip.
Yeah, I really had a blast that weekend.
Yeah, oh, I bet.
Yeah, Stephanie just redid. She just made another batch of promo pics. So 4 years later, I'm still using the same.
Hey, it's okay.
Yeah. All right. She said that GCW show, that was a hell of an experience for me. When I walked through the curtain and all those people were right on top of you, you had to walk through the people.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of intimidating.
I can imagine somebody snatch you. No.
And I worked with Psycho Clown that night, and Masha Slamovich, and
yeah. Oh Lord.
You see Psycho Clown on AAA, and he's getting his own action figure. I saw it coming out of Comic-Con.
Oh yes, I feel like someone told me that.
Hey, you know who else?
Probably you.
Oh, it is Outlaw Mudshaw bullshit, and Brett Lauderdale stiffed my pay too. So fuck him.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't get paid.
Oh, what, he thought you were just doing it for fun?
I guess.
That's not nice.
No, it's disrespectful as hell. And he can kiss all of my ass.
Wonder why he did that. That's terrible.
Because he's a prick. He's
any other ref? I mean, I'm just saying, do you know if he stiffed just the refs or whatever?
I don't what he did to everybody else in my business.
Okay. Well, I didn't know, like, maybe if it was just okay. Sorry.
No, I mean, I'm not. And trust me, I'm not salty about the money. I'm salty about the disrespect.
Well, yeah, 100%. I get you on that.
Flair mentioned that the belt was $35,000. I think it eventually graduated to $40,000. No, I didn't get a fucking hot dog either. Sorry, I didn't even drop F-bombs.
No kidding. There we go. There goes our.
But 300 times a year. He mentioned that he told Buddy Colt he defended the title 300 times a year. And Buddy Colt said that he'd wrestled 5 former NWA champions. And Flair, he was the greatest of all time. And at this point, Flair was a 3-time champion.
Mm-hmm. What did you say this was? 86? Is that right?
This is 86.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Hey, did you see when Barry threw Flair to the ropes and Flair's head snapped on the top rope?
You know what?
He didn't get his shoulder up over the rope.
I was worried, like,
yeah,
because I would say that sometimes I'm gullible, and like because their wrestlers are doing things, I really do think they're hurt. So sometimes I have to be like, okay, Doc, were they really hurt?
No, that was potential for a real injury.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
When you learn to run the ropes, you get that arm up because
right.
Because you don't want to go and like lean on the ropes backwards and come off because you can slip and snap your head. That's
or go through. We've seen plenty of people.
And I didn't know at the time, so I really wouldn't have registered when I saw it 40 years ago.
Yeah, because you're taking it all in anyway.
But knowing what I know now about, and especially having snapped my head on the rope before, slipped,
right,
and know that it hurts, that was potential. And then here's a clip. I mean, here you see Flair's throwing Windham out of the ring, and Barry takes those stairs on his back. I don't know if they just didn't realize that that's where the stairs were.
Well, but look, there's their table right there. Like, there's not a lot of room to be tossing people, like.
Well, back then they actually stayed in the ring and worked.
Right.
I mean, it used to be a headlock takedown, whip off, shoulder tackle, drop down, get it again.
And I guess
now it's like grab them by the neck and throw them out of the ring.
Right. I mean, and I guess too,
nobody stays in the damn ring anymore.
In this case, if you're going to throw someone outside of the ring, it would make sense you're going to do it onto something where they're injured, because you don't throw people out of the ring just to throw them. Well, so, I mean, that could have been something that was even like.
No, but you didn't ever see them they didn't use the steps like that back then.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like you're
Like
going to
that's
see
kind of weird where they
Barry's
are.
going to get busted open on the corner post.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, I think when they went out the ring, I don't think Barry knew the stairs were there. I don't think Flair knew the stairs were there. Because Barry, I mean, he hit his back and slid down. I mean, it was
right.
It was a heck of a bump.
But again, like I said, you got tables and you got all kinds of stuff. And it always made me nervous whenever like Dave, Mr. Crockett, and like Tony and them were like at the table at ringside. You're just like, Mike, there's no room for anything right there, you know?
In World Class, you'd have the announcer, the commentator, the athletic commissioner.
Yeah.
I mean, there's several people sitting at a table pressed up to the ring.
I know. And I guess again, back in that time period, you didn't go outside the ring. So it wasn't as much like it is now. And you know, it's like they would be throwing people. I mean, how many times has the announce table got, you know, cleaned off and someone power bombed through?
Yeah, well, those announce tables back then, they didn't break.
They were tables. They were true tables.
I mean, Harley Race
tables.
Harley Race got hurt when Hulk Hogan pile drove him on the table.
Right. Well, yeah. Like
I mean, those tables didn't give.
Grandma's tables.
Willie points out that Ric Flair was wrestling for so long that he's surprised he's not walking with a cane or using a wheelchair.
That's very true.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, very true.
Flair's a freak of nature. I mean, the old man's still in great shape.
It still works out.
Yeah, I mean, for as much as he don't take care of himself, he still takes care of himself.
And maybe even and through what he's been through. I mean, like, you know, like physically, as in like his health, like, you know, like he was like, you know, days from death or, you know, so I mean, he just really.
I know. I mean, it's quite amazing for him
everybody
to not be in bad shape for the shape that he's in.
Right.
Here's where you see Rick dropping the knee on Barry's head.
Yep.
Because Barry's busted open, so Rick's gone after the head.
Makes sense.
Do
you know how old Ric Flair was at this point? I'm just wondering, like, how much older he might have been with Barry, or if you know, like age-wise. I was just thinking, or do you know what year Ric Flair was born? He may only be 5 or 6 years older than Barry. I was just curious if, like, age-wise.
Let's see. He's 77, so he'd have been 37? That seems older. In 1986, that's 40 years ago. I guess Flair was 37 years old there.
Okay, so yeah, Barry was.
Hey Siri, what year was Barry Windham born?
Quite a 60.
Barry Windham was born in 1960.
Yeah.
This is from thesmackdownitl.com.
Barry Windham was born in 1960, so he would have been 26 years old here.
So yeah, so 10 years older. Okay, I didn't think that would have been that much of a difference, but yeah, I did not realize that Flair was 37 in 1986. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Don't ask no more Barry Windham questions, just saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here Barry Windham's going for the figure 4. Barry was working, working Flair's legs and actually put the figure 4 on Flair. You can see Barry's busted open there.
Yes.
Alfonso's counting when Flair's shoulders are down. He's counting them. Flair get those shoulders up. It just wasn't like he was in the hold. He sold the hold. I mean, it was so. I mean, this match went a long time, but even there wasn't rest holds.
No,
and if they were rest holds, they were selling so much that you didn't notice. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And Barry looked so menacing with the blood and again, this is for the championship. Like if he can get Ric Flair to give up or have his shoulders down, wear him out enough to where his shoulders are down for a 3 count. Like, he can win the world title. So, I mean, there was a lot of, just a lot of that kind of feeling of like, this could be it. This could be it, like watching it. What? What is that? I can't see.
Darren Staley said this. It's me swooning over Liberace and the Merv Griffin show.
Okay. I was trying to figure out, like,
that's funny. Thank you, Darren. That's hilarious.
Now, is this, I don't know when you and I were talking about this briefly, and I'm not for sure where it is in the match, but there is I think Ric Flair had a sleeper hold on Barry Windham, right?
Yes.
Or was it? And Gordon Soley is selling this sleeper hold so much, warning the kids, do not try this at home. He's cutting off the carotid artery. Like, I just thought that brought so much intensity to the move that was happening in the ring, because Gordon Soley was just so adamant about, do not try this at home. These are professionals. He's on the carotid artery. You could really do damage. Like, it was just like,
well, yeah, you choke your little brother to death.
Well, yes. But I mean, again, I just felt like, I don't know if we always hear that. I mean, like that warning.
I don't remember
like that.
I do not remember, don't try this at home.
Yeah. But like the way he was just like, until it was like mandatory.
Yeah. I mean, but Gordon Soley put over everything.
Oh,
and I'm going to say Mike Graham on color commentary was I thought Mike Graham was doing an outstanding job.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I just remember, like I said, I remember when we were watching, like the way he was just like, do not do this at home. Like, I was like, man, talk about really putting over what's going on in the ring. Like,
yeah,
oh my God, if you try this, you could kill your sibling, and so.
Well, back then they sold a sleeper hold sometimes that if you put somebody out with sleeper hold, they made you wake them up.
Oh, that was
like
my
they'd
favorite.
set them up and you pop back their neck. I mean, if you put them to sleep, you had to wake them up.
That was that was WrestleMania 3. Do you remember that? Where Adrian Adonis and Roddy Piper were wrestling, and Adrian Adonis put Roddy Piper asleep, but then Brutus the Barber came down and like did the whole
did he?
Rubbing his shoulders, to wake them up, because it was a hair versus hair match.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
but I mean, that was just common when in the early 80s is that sleeper hold. It was And we see here that Barry's continuing to work Flair's legs. And then he just decides he's going to bust him open and starts just rat-a-tatting his head. It's getting a little physical. We're ramping up. This was an interesting hold. It's like Flair put the sleeper hold on Barry Windham with a leg lock.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, instead of using his hands, he locked that leg around. And if I was a young wrestler right now, I think that I would try to
try that out. What do you think how far in the match are we at this point? 30 minutes?
We're about 25 minutes in at this point.
25? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We're about 25 minutes
in
at this point.
I like that. And again, to me, that just shows not that they're tired. I mean, they're trying all kinds of things. Like, they're physically worn out. They've worn out each other. Like, they're just like you said. What is this move?
But there was no double down. There was no double down where they laid there when the referee.
Oh, no. But it was almost like, I got to sit here on the ground and do something because I'm physically, like.
But Flair was working it, so he kept moving.
Oh, yes.
And Windham had to keep his shoulder up.
Yes.
And then, of course,
definitely.
Windham starts to, you see him there, and then he's going to start trying to roll him over, and then he gets there. Then he's got Flair's legs locked up, and he's back on the legs again.
Yep. And again, the people in the crowd were intently watching this. Like, it was not I'm so happy to be here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they are watching this. Oh, God.
The audience. Yeah, there was no distractions. We didn't have cell phones. Everybody was on the edge of their seat.
They probably didn't have a screen above. Like, you probably
no
were only watching the ring.
There was no monitors above the ring.
I
We
don't
didn't
like
have that technology in the arenas back then.
I do not like this frame because it just does not look like his neck's protected. Just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't a
he's
great
so
pile
freaking
driver, and he
tall.
does kick out from it.
Yeah, but he's just so tall. You know what I mean?
And then they're struggling, both trying to get each other in a backslide. And then, of course, the Flair's going back, trying to he wants to try to do a pile driver again and gets flipped. Barry Windham goes for a pin. Several times in this match, Flair has got his ring awareness, gets his foot on the rope.
Yes.
There was one time that, he really got that foot extended over to the rope. Like you didn't realize he was close enough to and it was barely got it on the rope.
Right. He didn't realize he could stretch and he can kick. No.
Yeah.
But I think, again, I like that, especially at this point in the match. So again, we're like 30, 35, we're getting longer into the match. I don't want to see someone kicking out at one and like throwing them up. Like,
there was
there is a realism of,
but there was a lot of kickouts at one though.
Well, I guess what I mean is like, I felt like putting the leg on the rope is selling in a sense of like, it's all I could do.
I would rather see.
That's what I meant.
It aggravates me when wrestlers are close to the ring and they go to the effort for the kick out. So just reaching out, grabbing the rope, or
right.
Because why not? And I hate it when the first pinfall of the match goes 2 3/4.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're already seriously.
Everything don't have to be 2 5/8 or 2 7/8.
Yes.
You can on one every now and then.
Right. Exactly. Especially when you just started. Like, that's not when you should be like.
I watched a classic match. My friend Newt Cox is uploading. He's got 32 gigabytes of old footage, and a lot of them are the Fort Worth shows that were lost. That were recorded over. So, but I was watching David Von Erich and the Spoiler, and this is actually from Houston. Mm-hmm. But early in the match, he gets David down, and David's on his back, and the Spoiler gets up on his chest and just puts his whole body on him, just trying to get his shoulders down. Really hadn't done anything in the match, but just trying to see, can we get a 3 count just with his 270-pound frame on David's chest?
He was trying
because the object of the match is to get a pinfall.
Right. He was actually trying to win.
Right. We see here that Barry threw Rick into the corner, and Rick did his flippy doodle and fell to the floor.
Yep.
And then here's the sleeper.
Oh, okay.
Here's the sleeper hold that this is probably where Gordon Soley was saying that, Amy.
Yes. I couldn't remember where it was in the match, but yes, he was talking about it. Oh, look at that. And
Flair held him up. Flair got him up and held him for a second before he went through with the souffle.
Well, and
Gordon Soley always called it the souffle.
Yeah, Barry's a huge man. Like
he's big old drink of water.
6'9". Can you imagine? Look at that.
Do you know what Barry Windham went by in Mid-Atlantic in the early 80s when he was just first getting started?
Not off the top of my head. What?
Blackjack Mulligan Jr.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Might as well, right?
Yep. Now we go to school.
He's ready.
And also, I don't know if you noticed that Flair, when he's walking around, he continued to sell the damage to the leg that Windham had inflicted.
Oh, yes.
He sold the leg.
I think sometimes, and it may be because of what we watch now, and I'm not putting that down. I'm just saying wrestling is different. And that's something you and I've even talked about, is the lack of selling sometimes. Some of this shit should hurt, and you should act like it. And it's okay to act like you got your bell rung or whatever. But I think sometimes that makes me notice that more than I ever would is, yes, like he is limping, like he is selling the fact that he has had his leg brutalized this whole match. You know,
There was nothing in this match that made you call bullshit on anything.
Right. Exactly.
And then Flair gets that figure 4 on, and he's kept using the ropes for leverage, which is classic.
Exactly.
And the referee didn't see it because he's checking on Barry Windham. Do you want to give?
You're.
Uh-oh.
That's me. I'm sorry. Did I?
No,
I
it says we're having trouble streaming to Facebook.
Yes. I saw that.
Well, crap. I got to do something with these.
Oh, you got to do something?
There we go. All right. Then Barry, of course, rolls the figure 4 over, puts the pressure on Flair.
As we all know, that is reverses the hold.
Yeah.
Reverses the pressure.
We got Flair going up top. We all know how this is going to end.
100%.
He gets thrown. Then Barry Windham goes to try to do a knee drop. Flair rolls out of the way. Barry's selling his legs, and he hurts him even more when he crashes down on his knees after Flair moves.
Heck yeah. Again, as you should, right? Like, my goodness. We're not, Terminators. Like, this stuff should hurt.
Flair makes the cover. Then the referee gets bumped.
Yep.
Very first thing he does when the referee goes down, Flair throws Barry Windham over the top rope.
Exactly.
Because he can. And everybody in the arena reacts. He threw him over the top rope. I mean, how much difference is there going over the top rope with the middle rope? But you're not supposed to go over the top rope.
Exactly.
It's just one more thing that you can do and react to.
And you know that he's a heel, and he did it because the referee couldn't see him. Exactly. Like you said,
it's illegal.
Fabulous.
So you could go like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, exactly.
He threw him over the top rope.
Mm-hmm.
Barry gets in, jumps up. He gets up on the top rope. Missile drop kick on Flair. Trying to get it. He covers him. The referee hadn't recovered yet. Barry's pleading with the referee. He'll go over there. He'll cover again. Flair kick out. He gets a sleeper on Flair. They try to do a small package. Gets caught up in the ropes. So referee's trying to break all that up. Now they're just really starting to brawl.
Yeah.
You can tell
else you gonna do?
Tensions are rising. Nothing's working.
Yeah.
We're going to brawl now.
Exactly.
The intensity is ramping up.
Yes. 40 minutes in, because did they announce it? Was this a 60-minute match? I feel like I heard that.
Yeah, one fall, 60 minutes.
Okay, I thought so too, when he was maybe giving his interview in the back. I felt like he said something about that.
And he tries to cover. Flair gets his foot on the rope again. Now they're doing spots where they're hitting the ropes, ducking. Flair's coming off the ropes. Him and Windham lock up, go to the ropes. They both simultaneously roll over the top rope and crash to the floor.
Again, remember, no mats down there. You are hitting concrete.
But they both go over the ropes backwards. Barry Windham had tried to get in. Flair pulled him back down. Flair's trying to get in. Barry Windham grabs his trunks and pulling him back down. Referee counts. We have a double count out. And that's how the match. The decision was double count out, no winner. Ric Flair still your World Heavyweight Champion.
That was weird. They had 3. I didn't realize that they had 3 double count outs.
They had 3 double count outs. I want to say there was 1 disqualification, but I don't see which one it would have been.
Okay.
But 3 double count. But see, they say that like it was a big deal and it took away from the show. No. That was standard operating procedure back then. Non-finishes happened all the time. That's how they kept you coming to the arena, because eventually you want to see the finish.
Right.
And eventually, if they keep doing that, then there's the necessity for a steel cage match.
Well, and if we think, if you think about the 3 double count out, so you had Wahoo and Bruiser Brody, which again, they're just fighting, and like that's a chaotic situation anyway. And then what'd you say? The Darkness, Doom of whatever that
Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness, like they don't follow rules, right? So at least you could see where that is. Like, okay, you could see where those two would be that made sense that they and in a way this made sense because you could see Ric Flair trying to get counted out so he kept the belt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could kind of see where I could see where those 3 matches could, with the characters that were involved in the match, would be double count out. Okay, that makes sense.
It was, and Dave Meltzer gave this match 5 stars.
Well, really?
Duh. I mean,
was he there? Does he say, or did he just give it the match? He would have had to have watched it or been there. Probably not been there, but he would have had to watch it live, right? How else would he have seen it?
I don't know if he was there or not, but he definitely could have watched it live.
Yeah.
Which blows my mind that this was better than, we didn't get these you only get these shows on television.
Right. That they would give all that away. Because like you said, they want you to come to the arena.
Yeah.
It's really weird to think about. I don't know why, but Ric Flair being 37 in the 80s. Like, I don't know how old I thought he was. He kind of seems like to be the same age for me for like 40 years. And then he, he's a little bit older. His hair's thinned out a little bit more, but he does not look very different, Yeah,
he was born in 1949, so
that's
in 86
crazy.
he would have been 30, almost 37. Well, he was coming up on his 37th birthday.
Yeah, he was 11
because his birthday's February 25th and this was February 14th.
Like I said, I don't know. I didn't put that together. That's awesome.
If you haven't seen this, go out of your way. You can go
Definitely.
on YouTube, Battle of the Belts 2. But put 1986 or you're going to get AEW's Battle of the Belts 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that probably just ticked you off right now.
Yeah, but it's worth watching.
Yes, it was
41
good.
minutes that don't feel like 41 minutes. And it was when wrestling was so good.
And honestly, I did not know who won. I wasn't going in knowing, who won the match. So I was curious because they both have been NWA, I didn't know. So I could have seen a title change. And so that was really interesting. I was very much interested in that match. That was good. That was fun.
Well, the big gold belt was cool.
Yeah.
And then of course we saw it on the Superstation when it was shown. But if you watch Battle of the Belts, you got a sneak preview of it. And but now give me the 10 pounds of gold. Give me the 10 pounds of gold all day, every day.
Mm-hmm. Wonder how they felt about that. Him having that belt on that show that was live and it really hadn't been revealed yet. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if that was
I don't think there was that much put into it.
You think it was just, we just got a new belt and we're just.
Yeah. It was just that they didn't put on, to Rick, it was just, it's just
right. Right. I guess that's true.
But and the 10 pounds of gold was beat all to hell.
Sure. I guess I was just, I guess I'm thinking more now that, like they do such a big rollout and everything. But yeah, that makes sense. Like it wasn't like it was.
But they purposely didn't put NWA on the belt. We all know the story. And the AWA had that big belt, and then Watts went and got that huge North American belt, and the NWA World Belt was, it's a small belt, but The big gold belt is a prettier belt,
Mm-hmm.
but the 10 pounds of gold was prestigious.
Yeah.
It
I
was
like that one.
prestigious.
with all
Now, I
the
mean, I'm not
different-
saying that the big gold belt's not prestigious. I mean, anybody that's, I mean, there's a who's who that held that belt,
Oh, 100%.
and it was used from February 14th, 1986, all the way up until 2000.
Well, yeah. Pretty cool.
You could get it. You could get your own belt. You could get it. Have a big gold made if you went to Big Time Belts over at Facebook.com.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome.
He makes a
To
good.
have
He
your
makes a
own.
nice little big gold.
Does he? Oh,
Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, the junior tag team wrestling champions, got their belts from Big Time Belts. Dog Pound Championship Wrestling is the NWA affiliate owned by Rodney Mack and Jazz.
yes.
Rodney
yes.
Mack and Jazz trust Big Time Belts.
Heck yeah. That's pretty cool that they use big time belts.
Pod Pro Wrestling Champion.
I kind of like that design. I kind of like that. I like the shape of the plates and stuff. That's different. I like that.
Kind of reminds me of the old Central States Mid-Atlantic belt.
Okay.
But it looks like there's some kind of firefighting or
Yeah, like a pickaxe. Yeah. Oh, I think you're right.
there's something.
Maybe
going-
it's POD. Like, please. I don't know.
I don't know, but it's a nice belt.
I really
I just
do
saw
like
it.
that.
I saw it today. And I'm like, damn, I'm gonna put that on there.
Yeah, it's nice.
The Person County's People Champion.
Oh, look at that little North Carolina.
I designed that one.
You did?
Yes.
So what's Person County? Like, what is this?
Person County, North Carolina.
Yeah. I mean, just
There's a personality there. His name, they call him Little Brother.
yes.
Ronnie
Okay.
Epps.
Yes.
He's friends
yes.
with Jay-Z, our
That's
good
where
friend
I saw
Jay-Z,
it.
the Bojangles chicken champ.
Yes. Okay. Now it's making sense.
And Ronnie always runs around with that WWE belt, and it drove Jay-Z absolutely nuts.
Yes.
So
okay.
he said, I want to buy him a belt, and Big Time Belts came through, and he presented Ronnie with the Person County People Champion belt.
Okay. Yes. This is all making sense now.
And then I love these dark plates. The black and silver really hits hard for me on there.
Yeah.
The Constant Tag Team Champions got their belts from Big Time Belts.
I love how you're just showing us all new belts. Like these, we've never seen these belts before.
Hey, that's what I
mean,
do.
no,
Amy.
I'm just saying that's awesome.
I mean, if you see the same Big Time Belts commercial more than 3 times, then I'm being lazy.
Oh, okay, we'll remember that.
And then, of course, I would be remiss if I didn't take the opportunity to brag on what I consider to be one of the top belts in my collection now.
Oh, nice.
The
Oh, that looks-
NWA World Tag Team Championship 25th Anniversary Silver Edition.
That is nice. I really like that.
He did a great job on it. These cast belts are hard. I mean, for years you couldn't get these cast belts, and
Sure.
Big Time Belts can hook you up. I love it. I'm so super excited to have it, and I keep it right. I haven't found a place to put it on the wall yet because, I mean, I don't think that I think I come back here every day and throw it over my shoulder. It's been a long time since I've wanted to go to the trouble of it, of actually playing with my toys.
I understand. It is a very nice belt.
I
Very,
love it.
very nice.
And you'd love it too. Big Time Belts, Facebook.com. If you can dream it, we can make it. High quality, low prices. And we want to thank them for sponsoring our show.
Yes. Thank you.
Amy, what's our topic tonight for trivia?
Well, it is one of the contestants in the match that we just watched or talked about. Barry Windham.
It's time for Amy's trivia. Think you have the facts. Let's play and see.
One with Justin on it since he joined us last week. That was very nice. All right. Barry Windham shares his birthday with a national holiday in the USA. What is it? Was he born on 9/11, Christmas, New Year's Day, or the 4th of July? What day does he share his birthday? What holiday does he share his birthday with?
I looked at the year he was born. I didn't look at the day when it was on my screen.
I'm glad. I really did think Siri was going to say it. I was going to get really aggravated.
But I think he's a Christmas baby.
You think he's a Christmas
I'm
baby?
gonna get Christmas. Willie's going 4th of July.
Anybody else in the chat want to guess? Well, I'll say this. Somebody's wrong, and it's Dave. He was born on the 4th of July.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yep. 4th of July, 1960. And I don't know if you noticed in that show, he had on red and white boots and blue tights. So he promotes the US of A.
I wonder if he used to tell the rats to yank his doodle. It's a dandy.
Oh, Lord. I don't know. I do not know. But what year did Barry Windham make his wrestling debut? So we all know he was born 1960. So was he 17, 18, 19, or 20 when he made his wrestling debut?
I'm going to go 1979.
How come? What are you liking about that? Yankee Doodle?
Well, I think that he had a little seasoning underneath him before he went to the Mid-Atlantic area to become Blackjack Mulligan Jr.
Okay. Okay. Willie,
1980 I started to go with that, but I think it was probably 79. Hard to believe it wouldn't have been 78 though when he turned 18, but I'm going to go 79. I'm sticking with it.
Okay. Good thing you stuck with it.
Willie's going 78. But I was right, 79.
You were right, 1979. All right. How many months in his Jim Crockett promotion era was Barry Windham considered a horseman? Okay. Was it 7 months, 9 months, 11 months, or 13 months? He, ironically, in Jim Crockett, he was not a horseman for very long. If you think about it, you know. And
he's considered to be one of the best ones.
He went in the Hall of Fame with them.
I mean,
I'm not saying anything's wrong with it. I'm just saying.
Well, when you talk about the four horsemen, I mean, for me, it's you all right there, Amy?
Yeah, I think so.
When you talk about the horsemen, I think that, you know, I always go with the originals, but my second one would be the Barry Windham ones. And when I say that, that's like 1 and 1A. I mean, it's like the Midnight Express. It doesn't matter if it's Loverboy Dennis or Sweet Stan. There's not any drop off there.
Right.
And you could probably argue that Barry Windham made them actually better.
Mm-hmm.
But Ole was one tough son of a gun. And, you know.
Yeah, I think Ole and
but it's got to be 13 months because it was a long time before. I think he was there for a while because he had his, or maybe he was in and out. I don't know. It's got to be 13 months. I'm going 13 months. There had to be some time on it.
Okay. And Willie went 7.
Willie went 7.
It was actually 11.
Okay.
So crazy. So what happened is that him and Luger were like the tag team champions, right?
Right.
And they won the belts from Tully and Arn. And then like the next month, I guess, or whatever, it was like April. And they were battling Tully and Arn. And then he double crossed them. He, double crossed.
Luger had already been a horseman.
I guess.
Yeah, Luger was a horseman before Barry.
Yeah. 86. Was it 86 or 80? Yeah. Lots going on. Sorry.
Andrew
86
would
or
know for sure.
87. Damn, I know. Was it 86 or 87? Now I'm like, I wish I would have wrote that down. But anyway, so what happened is that he double-crossed Lex Luger for the championship, lost the tag team belts in April. His contract was up the following March. And then he left to go to the WWF in June. So Barry was Luger's replacement.
Well, yeah, because Barry was on the first WrestleMania. Him and Mike Rotundo were the U.S. Express.
Right.
Against Volkov and Sheiky, baby.
That was 85, right?
Right. March of 85.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what happened there.
Okay.
So it was only 11 months that he was actually considered. Anyway. Okay. At Super Brawl 3, who did Barry Windham defeat to become the NWA World Heavyweight Champion? Was it the Great Ric Flair, Sting, Tatsumi Fujinami? He defeated one of these gentlemen to become the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Who was it? Who do you think?
Well, he became the champion while Flair was gone. I don't think he beat Sting. I think it was Fujinami.
Willie, you got a guess? Willie's playing trivia with us. Look at Willie.
Was it?
It was the Great Muta.
How about that?
Very good, Willie. Fujinami was. I'm trying to think. He was a champion, but it was after.
Might have been the international belt then, though.
It might, yeah, maybe so.
It seemed like that because Rick. I don't know.
I don't either. Shane Douglas, when Shane Douglas had it, was like a whole different era or whatever. But anyway, okay. In their wrestling career, how many times did Mike Rotunda and Barry Windham hold tag team gold as tag team partners together? So how many times did the two of them hold tag team gold together?
I'm going to say that it's really, I'm going 4.
4, 6, 8, or 10?
I'm going to go 4 because I don't think it was as many as you think it would be. Because they were only together for a short amount of time. They were probably the U.S. Tag Team Champions in Florida more than once. And then I know they were the WWF World Tag Team Champions.
Willie, the choices are 4, 6, 8, and 10.
Yeah, I would have just gone with, I probably would have gone 1 or 2 if it would have been fill in the blanks, but I'm going to go 4.
Both of you are going 4. It was actually 6.
Okay.
They held the title belt in Florida. They held that 4 times.
Okay.
And then they were tag team champions in WWF twice.
They were tag team champions twice in WWF?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I think it was like 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you know I saw them defend the titles.
You did?
Yeah, when they came to Dallas.
Who they defend against?
I don't remember. I remember seeing them because they came to the ring to Born in the USA.
I love it. What, it was a WWF show, or was that
Yes.
like online? Really?
Yeah, Hulk Hogan and the Iron Sheik was the main event.
Interesting. But yeah,
It was their first time they came to Dallas. It was at Fair Park Coliseum. There's a couple hundred people there.
So what year was that?
84, late 84.
So before WrestleMania?
Yeah. Might have been 85.
So maybe after, somewhere in there. Okay, that's pretty cool.
I don't think it was after WrestleMania. Because like I said, they were still doing Hogan and Sheik.
So maybe before? Like, we try to get the title belt, whatever. Okay.
Might have been early. It might. Yeah, it was. They would have been there and become the champion. So it was, I believe it was before WrestleMania.
Okay. Cool. Fill in the blank. What is Barry Windham's highest ranking as a singles competitor on the PWI 500 list? How high has he ever been ranked in the PWI 500 list?
3. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm just. I mean, I think it's a crime that he was never number one. If he was, I don't think he was ever number one.
No.
But he's definitely. It definitely had to be like top 5. So I'm gonna go 3.
Well, you got to remember the PWI list did not start until like 90. So.
Oh, then he was like 37.
You think that's his highest ranking?
In the 90s?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it didn't start. So the 80s, so nothing he did in the 80s, like that list didn't exist.
What year did it start?
I think it's either 90 or 91. I think it was 91.
Yeah, Willie's going 6. I'm going to say 3. I'm going to stick with my 3.
Okay. The highest ranking he's ever received was in 1993, which was the year he won the NWA belt, and it was 11. And the following year, in 1994, he was 200. So,
hey,
yes,
today he's higher than 200.
Sure. He's another one that has kicked out of some crazy. Like, didn't he like go into cardiac arrest at the airport? And then they found him. You know, like he's had some health issues, and
he's a big old boy. I mean, you could
kick out. Good for him.
He ballooned like his daddy. I mean.
Well, I met him. You met him also, right? At StarCast?
I've met Barry Windham several times.
Oh, okay.
I met Barry Windham in 2005 at Wrestle Reunion.
Oh,
because I got him to autograph. Right? I got him to autograph my Dome Globe that I had at the time.
Oh, that's
and I said, I know that you didn't hold this one, but he goes, yeah, but I'm telling you, this is the one I always wanted to hold.
Oh, he signed my Horsemen. You know, when they came out with the WWE Hall of Fame, the 4 Horsemen, I got all those signed.
I've got a picture with him and Mike Rotundo, and Mike Rotundo has his hands around my throat. I got a picture with both of them. I've got a picture with Barry.
I love it. That's what I always say. Take the pictures, right? Because just take the pictures. All right. In 2003,
we ought to have to do a show one time about Wrestle Reunion and get like a round table of some people that actually went to it.
Yeah. Can we call it The Gathering too? Because that's the only one I've been to. Maybe. Right?
Yeah. Well, Wrestle Reunion was unique.
He's like, no. Just say no.
Wrestle Reunion was kind of unique.
I can imagine. I'm very jealous. But in this is the last question. In 2003, PWI ranked the best 100 tag teams in the PWI years, which was between 1979 and the year 2003. Can you name the 3 wrestlers that Barry Windham appeared on the list as their tag team partners? So he was on this list 3 different times with 3 different tag team partners.
Rotundo.
Yes, he is one.
Luger.
Yes, he is another.
Garvin.
Nope, it was not Ronnie Garvin. And I think this could have been a really great tag team. I mean, they were a great tag team, but it would have been cool if they would have continued. No, not Arn. Anybody in the chat want to take a guess?
Dustin.
It was Dustin Rhodes.
Good job, Willie.
You know, I think they were called the Twin Towers. I think that's what I read is what they debuted as. But could you imagine like the legacy, you know, again, of just the work ethic, the legacy of Dusty Rhodes and Blackjack, and then their sons, or I don't know. I think that could have been a really too bad they didn't have more of a better run, you know. But they were ranked in the top 100, so you know. I learned a lot. I think we talked about this before too. Oh, I talked about it on the TNA show, top 10 with Terry and Andrew and Alex.
That was a fun show. And you know, and just random numbers. Random numbers as the top 10 was just tremendous.
And it was so fun because we'd be like, it wasn't on my list. It wasn't, none of us had it on our list. So we had no idea. Like,
Sticks was my number 1.
But
I've always been number 6.
Okay.
That was my number.
See, that's what we were talking about. Like, that's what. So when it wasn't on our list, like then they started thinking about, okay, whose number is this? And it was just kind of like, oh, okay.
But the sports numbers were the ones that were fun. That we were all like 34 for me was Nolan Ryan, and I think even Terry said that.
Yeah, that was his number. I think.
Of course, then I had 12 for Roger Staubach, and I had 22 for Emmett Smith, and then I had, of course, 34 for Nolan and 33 for Tony Dorsett.
That was fun. We talked about how there was no numbers in the 30s or 40s that made the list. I know, it's just so weird, but I guess I never even thought to put like number 13, like lucky. You know what I mean? Like I never even thought about that as, or even the number 7 as being like lucky 7 kind of thing. It was interesting. But we were talking on the show just about how there's just, I don't know, Barry maybe doesn't get his flowers, or, like you don't know a whole lot about him. And he was a really great wrestler. He comes from a great family. He tags, ends up being his brother-in-law, and his nephews are in the business, so like, it's just really interesting to learn a little bit more about him. So I was glad to kind of do this trivia.
Yeah, this was fun. I love Barry Windham. Barry Windham was, he was always fun for me to watch.
Heck yeah. And again, to be that tall and to be that, have that wrestling ability, like you're right. It's just.
And to hear all the stories about him, that he didn't have to work at it. It was just natural.
Yeah. Yes.
So.
Interesting.
So what do you want to do next week?
I don't know.
This is fun.
Good.
This is a lot of fun. While you're thinking, but before we talk about what we're going to do next week, let's talk about what I'm going to do Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
Lost Art of Wrestling. Lost Art of Wrestling will be in Mount Olive, Mississippi.
Now, where's that to you? Up north, south? Where are we going?
South.
South.
For me, it's southeast.
Okay.
Mount Olive is between Jackson and Hattiesburg.
Okay.
South on 49. You know what happened when Napoleon went to Mount Olive?
I don't think I do.
Popeye got pissed.
Anyway,
Lost Art of Wrestling's presenting Super Brawl II to benefit the Mount Olive Fire and Rescue.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's brought to you by the Mississippi Wrestling Newsletter. We had Philip Cersei on a few weeks ago. Fernando's Mexican Grill, Zips Restaurant. Zips has an incredible hamburger. If you're ever in McGee, Mississippi.
Okay.
On the show, Jacob Walker versus Jesse the Dragonheart.
Jesse the Dragonheart.
This is for the LAW right? Zero Gravity Championship.
Okay.
Jesse's coming off of his Bayou debut we talked about last week.
Yes.
The mighty Ursa Majors was going to be taking on Nick Van Dam and a mystery partner.
Oh, he's one person taking on 2 people?
Ursa's a big old boy, and Nick Van Dam's a bitch. Nick Van Dam's a up-and-coming wrestler that I didn't mean to call him that. He ain't going to do shit, though.
That's right.
He used to be a referee. I'm kind of salty at him because he was a referee, and he couldn't quit being a referee to become a wrestler. He had to screw somebody on his way out.
Oh, that's right.
I don't really care for referees that don't have any integrity.
Yeah. I remember you talking about him.
Yeah. So I hope that Ursa beats the piss out of him. The Wrights, Alex and Leo.
Yay.
Let me tell you about Alex Wright. He has a spear that's as good as anything that you see on TV. So yeah, when I tell you his spear is as impressive as Braun Breaker's, the only difference between his spear and Braun Breaker's is he doesn't run around and hit somebody at 20 miles an hour. He does it. He just springs and does a spear on them, and it looks so damn good. He'll be taking on Doc Gracie and Hayden Sill. And, you know, there's no love lost between Doc Gracie and the Wrights.
Hosies.
For the tag team, the LAW Tag Team Championships, our champions, the Hosey Brothers, will be taking on Days of Rage, Wright and Eric Black.
Vladimir.
The number one contenders match for the vacant LAW Championship. The LAW Championship had to be vacated, unfortunately, because of Sammy Wright's
yes.
ankle break. He's
Yeah.
had his 2 surgeries. He's recovering. Hopefully we'll get him back sooner than later.
This is hard.
But we have a vacant championship. And for the number one contenders match, Lou Cameron will be taking on Vladimir Koloff.
Man, Vladimir looks amazing.
And the
Really
winner
does.
of this match
Ray.
We'll take
Ray
on Ray.
looks amazing.
will advance to the main event against Ray Fury.
Oh, nice.
And then we will be crowning a new LAW heavyweight champion. So the winner of that match has Ray Fury waiting for him
Like that night?
that night.
Oh, man. So, okay. So they're going to have to wrestle. Somebody's going to have to wrestle twice.
Yeah.
Man, okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I mean, and even though they're going to have to wrestle, Lou Cameron and Vladimir Koloff is a main event anywhere.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, could you imagine wrestling either one of them and then having to go wrestle Ray Fury later? Like, man, you're going to get some beat downs.
It's going to be good. It's going to be a good event benefiting the Mount Olive Fire and Rescue.
Yay.
My last stop on my day job, I leave Mount Olive and go back to Jackson.
Mhm.
So I'm going to drive all the way from Mount Olive back to Jackson to turn around and go all the way back down to Mount Olive.
Oh, man.
It's about an hour.
About an hour?
It ain't about an hour. It's an hour.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think Willie, I think I heard that too. Like Barry really never had to work out. Like he just always was.
Just natural.
Yeah, very much natural. I like the idea of letting Willie pick us out a match. He has a couple good ones in the ideas anyway. I'm not
How
for
about
sure.
more Flair matches about Flair and Steamboat from the Superdome? That's not a bad one.
Mm-mm.
Tell you what, I think Flair and Steamboat in '94 at the Spring Stampede was one of the best matches I've ever seen them have.
Which one you want to watch? The Stampede,
Let's do
the one in '94?
Flair and Steamboat from the Superdome. Let's do it.
Okay. And
What's
then
that?
maybe we watch that next week, and then the week after we do the '94 one and kind of compare the two different matches.
Hey, I'm thinking
10 years apart.
I'm thinking if I can get these on it. No, because we'll get a strike.
Oh,
I want to put these matches on the screen and just try to roll the dice that we can get away with it.
Yeah.
But the Flair Steamboat matches are actually owned by WCW. I mean, owned by WWE.
Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, the Battle of the Belts I probably could have got away with. And the only reason I didn't is I didn't have time to convert it to digital.
Sure.
And I don't
It's a
want to
long
share
match,
I don't
too.
want to share the YouTube link. I mean, I don't want to share YouTube on the screen.
Right.
But April the 2nd, 1989, that was my 23rd birthday.
23rd birthday.
In
Definitely.
1989
Yeah, let's do that one.
1989, I was 23 years old.
23 years old. Were you married?
Yes.
You
Yeah, I mean,
married?
we were separated. We were separated in 86, but she was pregnant, so we got back together.
Oh,
You
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So this was still
you can't divorce a pregnant woman in the state of Texas.
right.
And
so,
when I found out she's pregnant, I didn't want to.
oh. So, okay, so you didn't remarry. Like this was still the same lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this was the starter wife. This is the practice wife.
Hey, some of us all, I had a practice husband, so I understand. It happens. Happens to even the best of us, I guess.
She was whipping me into shape to get this one right. Third time's a charm.
That's right. April 2nd, 1989.
89.
We'll watch that movie. Okay.
Was that they called it Raging Cajun or something like that?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I don't remember hearing that. But I'm not saying it's not what it was.
It won't be hard to find.
No. We'll be able to put that in.
There's no such thing as a bad Ric Flair Ricky Steamboat match. Have you ever seen the footage? Have you ever seen the footage when Ric Flair attacked Ricky Steamboat in the studio, TBS studios? Like, no, it was like, it wasn't TBS. It was on their NWA show, and he took Ricky Steamboat's face and just rubbed it on the concrete.
Really?
Yeah. Well, then they went backstage. When they took him backstage, Harley Race went back there and sandpapered his face and then busted his eye.
Oh man!
Actually hit him in the eye and busted his eye, so he'd have some damage, because that's how they sold it was house shows.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They were going on the loop, but they screwed him up on TV, and then Harley Race did it for real with the sandpaper, but really busted his eye with a stiff punch.
That man, what it would be like. Again, I'd love to be a fly on the wall just to see that. Come on, we gotta hurry up. You know, they're coming. And just like get you. I mean, I don't know. Like I said,
yeah,
love it. I do. I love it. I love it.
Printing money.
Exactly. And Ricky Steamboat's such a baby face. Like, like.
Oh yeah, the white meat baby face, 100%, and they screwed him up. Yeah.
And then just to see him, oh my gosh, I bet people.
You can probably find that on YouTube somewhere.
Oh yeah,
I know. I have it.
People have been out for blood.
I've got a DVD collection like you wouldn't believe.
I believe it.
I've got so much footage, and I can't wait to get this. And I know nobody owns the Fort Worth footage, 79 and 80 from Dallas.
Yes.
And he put one up the other night. It was David Von Erich versus Maniac Mark Lewin. And David just got on the microphone and told him he was going to kill him. He goes, I don't want to hurt you. I want to kill you.
Oh, Lordy. Interesting.
Oh, it was something.
No, Willie. I'd never want to see her heel Ricky Steamboat.
There was no way that Ricky Steamboat could have ever been a convincing heel.
No.
Kerry Von Erich tried it in Florida, and it failed miserably.
Right.
I mean, it was so bad. You
can
find
Ricky
that on
doesn't
YouTube
have
too.
It in him, I don't think. Not in a bad way. That's not a bad thing. I just don't think.
No, when you think about it, how many wrestlers could not? I mean, there's no way, shape, form, or fashion could ever be a heel.
Right.
I mean, Ricky Steamboat naturally comes to mind, and you just can't even wrap your brain around that he could have.
And to think about, I think, and two, to think about how many people he feuded with. Like, he was probably, like you said, the whitest of the white meat baby faces, and like to be the heel against Ricky Steamboat, like really, I think that was really something, Yeah, and I think that if you didn't have Ricky Steamboat, what baby face do you have? You know what I mean? That was like a constant. That was always the baby face
that you just couldn't even imagine.
Right. Yeah. Always be the good guy. Like you could never imagine him being.
No, it would never work.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, next week we'll find out how him and Flair tore up the Superdome, the empty Superdome that George Scott got fired over because nobody showed up. We'll talk about it next week.
Interesting. Yes.
I'm Talking Rasslin with Pondwater and Amy. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Whoops.
Yep.
Talking Rasslin.
show.